Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Hitchhiking Ghost podcast. My name's Brian.
My name is Julie B.
And today we're going to be talking about Snow White and the actress who everybody seems to hate. But it's not her necessarily. I'm going to show you or tell you exactly who is behind this and why it's not really her fault. So in a strange twist that maybe nobody saw coming, I'm actually kind of on her side, even though she's totally obnoxious.
All right.
But before we get there, we would invite you guys to check us, or go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel if that's where you're watching us right now. This is the Hitchhiking Ghost podcast. We would invite you guys to check us out on our webpage. This is the Hitchhiking Ghost podcast webpage. We have our coffees. It's not our coffee. It's actually Expedition Roasters. It's really good. We have Julie's Etsy page, which she is crushing it on, and everybody's picking up all these shirts for Halloween time. And you'll notice that they are all Halloween and Haunted Mansion based. Check us out on our Instagram page as well. But before... 3, 2, 1. Check us out on our Instagram page as well. But let's get started with the new Snow White. So, the new Snow White is Rachel Zegler.
It is.
We had some confusion over her name. So... this is joe.ie. This is the website, and I like the picture that they put up of Rachel making this face right here and this Snow White. So I don't know if you guys have seen the completely cringeworthy interview that she does, but this is it. Well, this is the main one. Oh, no, this is it right here.
I mean, you know, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Weird. So we didn't do that this time.
So no prince or a different kind of prince?
We have a different approach to what I'm sure a lot of people will assume is a love story just because, like, we cast a guy in the movie. Right. Andrew Burnap, great dude. Yeah. It's one of those things that I think everyone's going to have their assumptions about what it's actually going to be, but it's really not about the love story at all, which is really, really wonderful. And whether or not she finds love along the way is anybody's guess until 2024. All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby. But it's one of the things.
So true,
it's an inner journey that she goes on to find her true self, and she meets a lot of people along the way that make the journey really incredible.
I know I'm almost wrapped, but I quickly have to ask you about the Hunger Games prequel. I am so excited for you.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh, my God.
First off, I mean,
Wow.
she is obnoxious.
Wow.
But she's obnoxious because she's 22 and just completely lacks self-awareness. I thought they already remade Snow White, and it was kind of awesome.
It was amazing.
So I'm not sure if you guys can remember all the way back to 2012, but there was a movie called Snow White and the Huntsman.
Yep.
It already has 2 uber hardcore feminists in it.
I was just going to say that.
In Charlize Theron and
Kristen Stewart.
Yeah, the mean girl from the vampire movies.
Twilight, Kristen Stewart.
Yes. Yeah, see, she sucks the life out of them. See, that's the Disney producer right there.
Yeah.
Sucking the life out of the young girls they want to be in their movies. Then they have this nerd, whoever the huntsman is. Who is
Stop
that guy?
it. That's Chris Hemsworth. He's fantastic and amazing. We might know him as Thor, ladies. But, I mean, this was awesome. If you want to talk about a movie that is...
It was really good.
Kicking butt, it is, talking about women taking over and being positive mindset, that's exactly what that one was. This Rachel Zegler, like, and you're absolutely right. I mean, she's making a movie, she's in a script, this is what she's supposed to be doing, but, it just drives me nuts. It drives me up the wall.
And then to top it off, too, I mean, to really go for it, this is dailymail.uk. It's Snow White and the 7 magical creatures or something. And, I mean, to look at this picture, I mean, first off, this looks like Antifa is what it looks like. It's like these freaky people carrying sticks marching off somewhere.
Where's Dopey? Where's Grumpy? Where's Doc?
Anyone could be Dopey.
I think they're all Dopey.
Yeah.
But honestly, like, where is... I mean, they're really taking apart the entire movie of what it originally was.
Looks like poop in the streety.
Yeah.
Sleep in a tenty.
Yeah, Mr. McPirate. And I saw that picture. If you scroll down, I'm like, oh, look, it's the chick from The Handmaid's Tale. I'm like, no, it's like, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, this looks like Antifa marching towards some kind of a
What
riot.
you know what? This actually looks like possible like rejects from like the Renaissance Fair that couldn't actually make it to be casted in it.
It might be.
But I mean, it is completely apart from what Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
None of them are dwarves.
None of them are dwarves. So I mean, it's like how could you not have a movie like that? Like you can't have Snow White and the Seven. What do you call it? Magical creatures.
Magical creatures. So, and then the other thing that came up about this too was Peter Dinklage. I don't know if you guys remember him. He's from he was Tyrion Lannister in Game of Thrones.
He's awesome.
And yeah, he was great. And he was the one little person that got that role. And he was quoted as kind of popping off about the Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, about how it was like some backwards, idea that midgets were supposed to play dwarves. And, it was singling them out. Oh, here he is right here. So Tyrion Lannister, Peter Dinklage, hauls off and starts to criticize it. But the thing that occurs to me is that it's like, there's probably not a lot of acting jobs for little people.
Correct.
So this guy's a total SOB. I mean, he's completely just kicked the ladder off the roof behind him. I mean, he climbed up the ladder of success and then just kicked it over so no one else can get up behind him.
I mean, I would like to think he made a good amount of money from the Game of Thrones.
And you would think if anybody needs a ladder, So, but in all seriousness, there's probably not a lot of movie roles for these guys. So anytime they do a live remake of Snow White, there's probably a lot of midgets, little people, whatever they are. I'm being serious. Little people. They're all getting excited. And then Peter Dinklage is just like, oh, it's so backwards and disgusting. Oh, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, they're like, thanks a lot, man. Now it's the 7 magical Antifas, and they're going to break into your car and not get arrested for it and steal all the makeup out of Target. So that's what we get now.
I can't breathe.
So that's Snow White and the 7 magical creatures coming to a theater near you, and they're expecting to spend your hard-earned money on this and to subject your children to it. They will be completely confused, maybe even scarred.
Probably.
I'm already giving it 2 thumbs down.
I'm not even spend any money on it. Even like the fact that we even talked about it, I'm just like, that's enough.
Well, you know what you should spend your money on?
What should you spend your money on?
Some spooky merch from the Hitchhiking Ghost podcast.
Seriously, who did that?
Flying off the shelves. We can barely keep them in stock.
Seriously.
Spooky season's coming. If you're heading to the park, get your Foolish Mortals messy mom bun. So check us out on our Instagram page as well. It's just the Hitchhiking Ghost podcast. And subscribe to the YouTube channel. But the most important thing you can do is stay tuned for the next video we have coming up for you now.